Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another of my Graphic 45 brand ambassador projects. Now this one is just a longer version of the reel I did. Now you may have seen the reel already. I made this quick tri-pocket little tag using the Graphic 45 regular tags. So I've used the ivory this time because I'm using the Beach is Calling. So this is the one I made already, and if you thought the reel was a bit fast, this is the slower version with more detail. So I thought what I'd do this time is use the same collection, but I'm going to reverse it. So this time I'm going to have the patterned paper here and here, and the plain there. So I've used the patterns and solids, and I've gone for one which has a plain back. That's just because I thought otherwise it was just too many patterns. So let's put this aside. And the first thing I did was I took some gathered twigs, distress ink, and I just inked the edges. And you can stick this one down now, or you can do it at the end. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to do it. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it quite yet. I'm going to ink the edge of the tag as well. So if I was using my black tags, I wouldn't need to obviously do this step. But I would ink the paper with some black soot. There you go. So let's glue this one down. The glue was just clogged. There we go. Let's have a look. There we are. And just around the edge. There we go. Just take my Teflon tool just to iron it out. So that's my tag base done. Now I'm going to bring in the paper. Now I've already cut that out, as you can tell. So what I did was I cut my 12 by 12 at 6 inches. I cut it at 4 inches off, and that's enough to go. So you can cut out another 2 from that. And I'm going to use the top half, and we're going to cut this at 6 inches by 4 11/16. Now it sounds awkward, but that's the size of the tag die cut. So 4 1/2 would be 8/16. So 9, 10, 11, just 3 more little dots. And cut. So this piece is going to make both my pockets. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and I'm going to score around each of the edges at 1/2 inch. So just gone all the way around 1/2 inch each time. So now you need to decide, oh, I should have done it that way round, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be exactly the same. So now I just need to find my pencil, which I think I've covered with a piece of paper. Here it is. Right. So it's up to you now which way you want your diagonals to go. In the reel, you'll notice I did this upside down. Now the reason was that otherwise my text would have been upside down when I put my pockets together. But this time, because the pockets go on the front, I can do it here. So I'm going to have my pocket on the front coming down this way. So I'm going to mark at 3 inches up on that score line. score line, so 3 inches, and on the other one at 2 inches. And then I just drew a line to join them up. Take my scissors, and the reason I use a non-directional or plane on the other side is when I turn this over, it's actually going to come down this way. So if I'd had a directional paper, it would have been upside down. So on this one, and that was a loud motorbike. I think they're out for an afternoon on their bikes. Wow, I haven't heard them that loud before. Okay, so I'm now just scoring all my tabs backwards. And the third one. So you can see how the two pockets come together. Now, I am going to see that bit, so I'm going to trim it off. That one is fine. This one, I am going to see it, so I'm going to trim this one off. And I'm going to bring my gather twig back. I'm just going to do that bit. So you're not going to see much, you're only going to see the top and down the right hand side. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off to the corners. So I'm going to cut off towards that cross, angle my scissors a little bit and cut. And again, cut, angle. I can do that on both. Okay. And on this pocket, I'm going to see it all, so I'm going to ink the diagonal and the 3 sides. Oh, actually, I didn't want to do that yet, but you'll see why. So hold on the inking until you've done this step. I've taken a corner rounder and I'm placing the corner round into my medium corner. So just have a look through your corner punches and have a look at which one matches the same corner as your tag die. So on mine is my 7mm on my We Are Memory Keepers one, and that's why I wanted to do it afterwards. I'm going to do the same on that central one. Actually, I am going to ink it all up because you might just see a little bit down the edges. So that is why I didn't add any tape onto the back of these in the reel or now, because if I'd added the tape, I wouldn't have been able to punch. So now I'm going to use my glue. And I'm going to glue this towards the bottom. There we go. And my other one. So now what you've got is a tag with a pocket here and a pocket here where you can put your 3x4 photos, your ephemera pieces, whatever you want. Now on the original one, I did add some of the Graphic 45 ribbon and I found it was a bit too stark. So what I did was I took my gathered twigs again and just brushed it over just to distress it a little bit. I forgot to bring it out to my filming area, but I did have a little bit of the navy one left, so There we go. And then it was just a case then of decorating it. And I have to say, this is the part that took me the longest because there were just so many. Oh, you can see there was other ribbon leftovers. So that's what it would look like. And I can see the difference. It probably doesn't show up on camera. This is the bit which took me the longest, I think, because there were just so many elements I wanted to use. So that would be quite a nice one. If I just glue the bottom. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, that was much easier than the real one. So I'm just putting glue on the bottom. I'm going to put a bit of glue just there. And place it there. So now I can still tuck things behind there and there. And then you can take your rub-ons. I'll go for this one, the beach. Is my happy place. So I'm going to place that inside the pocket. Line it up. I can just take my Teflon tool, but it does come with a lollipop stick. So if you haven't got a Teflon tool, don't worry, you can still use it. Let's see if it's come off. Yes. Oh, there's a little bit down there. There we go. And then it's got all these little tiny dots, so I can use them just to come off here. And around this, there's lots of tiny dots here as well. So I'm going to cut some of those out. I'm just going to randomly place them. That's what I did with the other one as well. I just put some down here and on top. That was just some waste from that bit. So instead of wasting it behind there, I attached it there just to distress it a bit. So there's a bit of white down here. So let's add some blue there. And let's take some blue here. So it's just bringing the two pockets together. So there we have, oh, another one of my 3 pockets. Well, it's actually, oh, actually it's only 2, isn't it? A double pocket using The Beach is Calling. So thank you for watching, and I hope you appreciated the longer version of my reel. If you'd like it, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and leave me some comments. It really does help the YouTube channels to grow and grow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.